I'm Welzie and I'm so stoked to be sharing my new art kit with you. We're going to go through the whole process of making your own unique piece of Welzie art. First, I'm going to explain what's in your kit, how to pick out a stencil or come up with your idea, transferring your stencil to the original resin art piece, laying down your first lines, coloring in with all the colors, finishing your line work, and finalizing your art piece. So let's see what's in the kit. So your kit comes with 12 medium tip POSCA pens and 1 fine tip POSCA pen. These are so much fun to use and you're gonna have a blast playing with them. This is the 8x10 original piece of Welzie art that I painted here in my studio that's ready for you to draw on. These are all made out of fiberglass and resin built just like a surfboard, and they work great with the POSCA pens. They're super fun. This is your 9x12 sketch pad with 100 pages in it. Plenty to come up with a bunch of ideas, practice them out, pick out the best ones and transfer it to your original resin art piece. 2 number 2 pencils. Here is your pencil sharpener. Got your razor blade. Parents, be careful with your kids in these ones. These are super sharp, but this is how we're gonna erase any mistakes we do with the POSCA pen on the resin art piece. Here are 5 pages of my characters to use as stencils. And lastly, a hanger for your art piece so you can hang it right on the wall when you're done. So picking out an idea, you can use one of the stencils I have here that's already scaled to your 8x10, or you can come up with your own idea. And there's a million choices out there, just make sure you're gonna have something fun. I'm gonna go with one of my stencils here so I can kind of walk you through the process. But I'm gonna pick the rainbow bus because it reminds me of going on surf trips with my dad, driving our VW bus. So what we're gonna do to transfer our image is put a bunch of graphite down on the back of our paper. Now that you got your back all scribbled on, we're gonna find out where we're gonna put it on our piece. Right there looks good. So we're gonna set it down, and now we're gonna trace over all the lines with our pencil, pressing really hard so that graphite that you've laid down with your pencil gets pushed on to the resin piece. All right, look at that. That looks good, huh? You can kind of see it on there. So now we're gonna trace that with our fine tip POSCA paint pen. Make sure your pens have ink in the tips. With your lines, you can keep your hands real fluid and keep your arm nice and steady when you do them. It's not super critical because we can always go back over it and erase it with the razor blade. So if your ink spills out and it kind of gets all over the place, what you can do is rip off a little corner of tissue paper, toilet paper, paper towels, that sort of thing, and just kind of soak it up. When it dries, you can scratch it off real easy with the razor blade, so don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. All right, so erasing, we're gonna use the razor blade. Be super careful with this, but you're just gonna hold it flat on your piece and just kind of scratch away. You don't have to press super hard. All right, so coloring in is my favorite part. Now choose some bright colors. You want something that has a lot of contrast with your background piece. Have fun here. This is where you kind of get to take over with your creation. When you're filling it in, you can go straight up to the lines. And don't worry about going over the lines. When we go back over it with the black fine tip again, you know, you can really dial in your lines. So as we go through the piece, we're gonna kind of continually improve on our previous step. So I always put an outline around my piece. It really pops the image off of it. So go ahead and pick a color and do an outline around your drawing. Once you do that, you can go back over with a fine tip pen again and tune everything in. And now you should have your finished piece and it's gonna be looking good. So now you got your final piece and it's looking awesome. You're gonna sign the front and then you're gonna sign the back. So you're gonna have a title, your name, and the year you made it. And then we'll put the little hanger in and be all done. Looks good, huh? Thanks so much for getting the art kit. So much fun to do this, and I'm just pumped to be able to share this with everyone. And we'd love to see what you created. Send us an image, send us a photo, tag us on Instagram or wherever you put it, and I'll be so stoked to see what you made. We do sell original art panels if you go through this one and you want to do it again, so check our website out for that. If you have any questions or comments about this art kit or making art in general, just leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you super quick. Can't wait to see what you create, so get inspired. Aloha.